Right then. So what I was planning on doing today is just showcasing a few of the bridges I've already built, and some of the highlights, and I'll explain the journey I went through when making some of these. So let's start off with level 10 on the first world. Yeah, Jen, you already know about this.
Yep.
This bridge is interesting because I built a first design and then I got some bullshit bounce over here. So this is the design that I reached after a bit of tweaking and a bit of building, and I really loved how this car hit the jump. I loved the way that it, like, you can see it does a flip and then it perfectly bounces and lands on there, and this is tiny compared to the budget. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna take this as far as I can, and I've spent a solid 2-3 hours on this, and this is the best design I got to. This takes this to the extreme, so these springs are completely compressed and this road springs up and it falls at the exact right time. And this got to number 5 on the leaderboard. I was so thrilled, dude. Look at that bounce. Isn't that beautiful? And then it lands there and hits the flag.
It butt scoots.
Yeah, it's like it's got worms. You know how dogs scoot their butt across the carpet? It does that.
Yep,
right?
Exactly. It's just got some worms in the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
if it didn't stop, it would keep going like that. If it didn't hit the flag. I've since dropped down to number 8, and I think this design is pretty optimized. Just today I spent a solid half an hour tweaking it, and I only got it $7 shaved. I didn't mess with the roads too much, but I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not going for leaderboards. I've barely started playing this game. Or I'm not going for, completionism. Shush.
Lies.
Shut up. I'll do it later, right? See, I'm still on the third world. I'm still playing through these. I'm having lots of fun. And then these are some bridges that we recorded with Jennifer, but the footage got lost. So I'll walk you through these. This is some bullshit. So basically, when I first saw this level, I was stumped. Jennifer had a few interesting ideas, which could have worked, but the road count was limited. That was the limiting factor. And then I thought, well, what if all of the, because I saw a level like this, similar to this with Momentum, where cars start on the left and end on the right. So I thought, let's just do the same thing. Let's just have all of these go along the same path, and sort of pick different routes at the end. How you're supposed to do this, which we didn't realize until we completed the level and saw everyone else do, is you're supposed to put roads along this line, and then in the first hydraulic phase, these joints are supposed to disconnect. That whole thing drops down to here, and then an internal part of it drops down to there. We were completely ignorant of that, and we spent... Yeah, exactly. We spent a good 40 minutes working on this, and it was full of so many emotional moments, but we actually got a final working design. This pickup truck is a hero. It's my actual personal idol. Look at this steep ass slope that it makes it up. I'm so proud of this guy.
It's literally dragging the undercarriage.
Oh right, remember that moment? Yeah, it gets stuck there. Scrapes the entire underside of the car. Oh, that road just drops. It's just gone. Yes, this van did so many flips. Oh my god. And this van literally had trouble making it up this slope. It was so freaking annoying. And then, that road drops because, when you don't feel... Oh, and this road completely falls off. That's right.
And then the Model T.
The Model T got stuck on this ramp. So disappointing. This pickup truck, personal hero, this Model T, holy shit. Look at this bullshit right here. Look at that. This stupid ass Model T. But it works, and it gets us there. And this is a top 10% design. I mean, what the hell? This is one heck of a level, though.
I told you we're a big brain.
Oh yeah. Then this one is the next one we worked on.
Oh no.
I know. I'm not looking forward to it either. So, let me just...
We spent like an hour.
Yeah, that's about right. I'll be honest. This level has so much BS. This level has so much BS. This level is exactly like the bridge that I just threw together as a prototype to test a concept. We took that to the extreme and then took that extreme to the furthest extreme possible, right?
Uh-huh.
Um,
Let's-
how this level works. Let me explain how this level works. This rig, the big rig, has to get to this bottom flag first, and then both of these trucks have to cross the same bridge and then get up to this top flag, or these two top flags. So first of all, this bridge, oh my god, this bridge took so long to perfect. So I did an over-under design here, but then I had to have these supports here, like this fat-ass pencil. And this road kept breaking. This is probably the biggest bullshit I've ever done. So this road kept breaking, and I thought, well, this road is getting compressed too much. So how do we relieve some of that compression? Well, we could have some stuff around it. Thing was, it kept breaking, even if this was even if this was a solid wood muscle, right? So what I did was, I thought, what if this wood muscle squeezed from the bottom left, like up and to the right? So if this wood muscle pushed upwards, then it would actually steal the stress from the reinforced road there that literally couldn't handle the stress. So I thought, how do you squish a muscle? So I had a genius idea of putting this string in the middle of a muscle. I've never seen this done before, and I think this is bullshit and should never be done again, for good reason. But it works. It somehow relieves the pressure from this road. Like, this road is getting compressed, so this sort of pushes back on it, and the wood overtakes it. Same exact thing happens over here. Then over here, this is a miracle that this connects. I'm actually shocked, because this hydraulic lowers this like barely, and this hydraulic is super expensive too. And should I talk about this? Oh, see, we needed a ramp to get these two trucks up to the top up here, but I didn't want to use another hydraulic because look, this one's really tight on budget. So I thought, well, we could just have something already placed, except this rig is in the way of this road being placed here. So this road does something really stupid, and it drops onto the rig, and then the rig drives out from under it, and then the road catches the wall. This spring braces up against the wall to sort of let it fall more gently so it doesn't break, and then this support braces onto the rock, and I had to tweak this a ton to get it just in the right spot, and it actually works. It's so annoying that this like dock here you can't build on or brace anything on, and I can't brace it off of this tread because this has to fall into place. The biggest thing about this bridge is there's a hexagon. This is so dumb. This is ridiculous, dude. I've seen people leave squares out, and like usually what you'd have in a bridge is some sort of triangular sort of support system over here just to kind of keep it all sturdy and in place, but for some freaking reason this works. Let's just watch this play out. This is amazing. Look at this road right here. Look at both of these roads. They get so red, but they get even worse when these two trucks come in.
Should we talk about what you were trying to do to keep the
second
dump truck? Yeah.
So a problem this bridge had was it couldn't support the weight of both trucks, and I thought, how could I stop the dump truck going for long enough? And I spent a good 15-20 minutes on a spring cannon to launch this dump truck up into the right, and only when it worked successfully did I realize that the rig is in the way of the dump truck. If it's over here, even if it's upright, it can't drive through the rig. And then it does this for ages, but it actually works. Like, I was ready to give up until I realized, wait, it's still moving. And then it actually gets there. This is amazing. I'm so proud of this bridge.
This whole thing is a massive jerry rig with the condition of hope. And that's it.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You know what's really funny about this bridge? This support looks like it's so unnecessarily wide, but you literally cannot make it any thinner. It'll break when the dump truck hits. I spent so long trying to slim this down because it's so wide, but it actually breaks every time. And it's so random. Like, You change that, and then what even broke? This thing broke. What? See, like, it's so ridiculous. If I move this back, it doesn't break.
Who needs science when you have wood in a dream?
Yeah, exactly. But then, if I make this even a little bit thinner, it's some shit over here that breaks too. It's so strange. See, that breaks anyway. Look at that. It was like this support right here. This is so random. I love this bridge though. It's beautiful. I love the hexagon. The hexagon's great.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah. I think I got into top 1% on one of these levels without realizing it. Oh, which one was it? 304, is that the one? Oh, right. Oh my god, I slimmed down the hydraulic on this one so tiny. Because this bridge could be made really cheap with the whole under arches thing with the rock supports, but the hydraulics get so expensive. Like, look at this. This tiny hydraulic is $600. Just about. And I think, yeah, it puts this poor wood under so much stress, and the submarine has to literally drive through the road it clips through.
I mean, I don't think you're doing it right if you're not clipping through things.
That's true.
Just phase in and out of reality, jeez. Like,
Yeah.
Don't be such a crybaby.
Polyglitch 2. My favorite game.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is great. I love tension bridges, and then I love when they try to stop you from keeping it going across. Like, the idea of this bridge is to have some wall supports going here, so that both of these halves are supported independently. But see, they should have put a submarine under here or made the displacement deeper or something, because you can literally have a rope under here and it keeps the bridge sturdy. It's ridiculous. And you can lift up the hydraulics and then it works just fine. And it shaves so much money. It's amazing.
See, if you ever want to test your bridge, just have emergency vehicles drive over it and hope they don't fall in.
That is true. It'd be a little awkward if you built a bridge, right? Like a civilian bridge, and then people drove over it every day. And then all of a sudden, you know, a fire breaks out or something, and a fire truck and an ambulance drive over it, and then the bridge collapses.
Yeah. But that's only because you were at 99.9% stress, and the moment that someone is stressed, like, oh shoot, I have a test coming up tomorrow. Oh no. And then they drive over the bridge.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you always have stress visibility on, because you might watch a bridge and you'll have no idea, you know, for example, these woods over here get a ton of stress. You wouldn't know about it.
Uh-huh. See, you can't assume anything about anybody's life. You know, the wood is under a lot of pressure, okay?
That is true. Exactly. I've always said this to myself. I've watched a lot of I've seen a lot of bridges go by, and a good optimized bridge is one that goes through every shade, like every color of the rainbow. Like, when that ambulance drives over, every single road, every single little wood support, like, look at this. Look at this. These roads get yellow, these woods get red. Everything changes color. That's how you know it's a well-optimized bridge. Because if
for
you
money.
had... Yeah, exactly. No. No, yeah. Because if you have wood supports all over the place and they're all green, you could probably get rid of them. That is exactly the premise that led me to creating the hexagon, because I did have a bunch of supports. I think I had it in a triangle pattern like this.
But no, the premise was that you were over budget and you were trying to come up with something to remove. And you saw that, ooh, this is
That's true. Yeah, if you let it run, I think the bridge works just fine, unless it adds too much extra weight or extra RNG. No, it's too random. It's too random now. Before it worked, but yeah, I was trying to find places to save money, and then I just saw all of these were really green, and I got rid of them completely. And it worked! It freaking worked. I mean...
Just have the plane fly through there. It'll be fine.
Exactly, it'd fit. It's already a huge hexagon.
All it needs to do is curl in its wings. I mean, it does it on aircraft carriers.
Exactly. I think a normal person would look at this and they would see 3 arches. One is this big arch going from here to the left half. One is the little arch on the right half, and then one is the tiny arch supporting the central piece. But I just put a hexagon in there because I can, and it works. I love it. Hexagon bridge.